Hello, hello, and welcome to Flag Center. I am Jam, with me, a man of many names, the Nighthawk. And Big Game, wait. So just two names. I couldn't think of another one off the top of my head.
Both of them you've given me, so appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I didn't have another one in the tank. I'm sorry, bud. You just get two. I usually have like 6 for people. That music you hear is by SelfySyntax, of course. Absolute legend. Thank you, Selfie. And the music you're going to hear in a moment to kind of drown that out is going to be from White Bat Audio. I shouldn't say drown it out. I'm going to rock this until it goes to the end. But White Bat Audio, thank you for supplying this. We will credit you as required by the contract with TagPro Network. And of course, as you all know, if you watch the Majors edition, is unable to be with us, still sick, still recovering, which is a bummer. As if it's the whole reason we're doing this show. He did join us briefly. It was quite tragic.
It sounded like he was about to die on
Yeah, it did not sound great. Don't just send him your wishes. Send him soup. Give him something. Give him your energy. The chat you're seeing is from our previous stream, so the new stream is up and running now, though. And this is also not Majors. Let's course correct here. Let's course correct here, Wayne. Let's get this started correctly.
Oh goodness.
Here we are.
Behind the scenes look at Jam's tabs.
Oh, what were they? Was there anything bad?
I didn't get it the greatest look, but
was pornoworld.com on there again? Let's see. I don't think there's anything bad. Nah, just Canva, the Rolling Deep update, Twitch.
Okay.
I'm fine, dude. I'm fine.
Thank God it wasn't the other monitor.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on there. A lot of Meowza pictures.
All right, back to miners. What everybody came here for.
Whoa, that was interesting. That was a fun little maneuver. Okay, a lot of roster moves this week, so let's just talk them through. Basically, this wasn't a trade, but it was like a 3-way maneuvering. I think that's the best way of stating it. GTR out, Rain signed for Manchester. Toity, our boy, broke up the Killer T's on Land Before Timers. That was a bummer. And GTR moves there. So GTR still employed. And then FWO says Bleast is out, but we've signed Toity. So somehow Bleast is the odd man out. Feels bad. Then also,
I think I heard someone say he holds the record for most times dropped.
Oh,
something.
That's Bleast mode.
Bleast mode.
The
He's
L
focused on the
stands for
Seahawks Super Bowl. He's all
yeah,
good.
he's all good. Manchester City, hopefully. Manchester City Beef was out this week. Triple S, I guess it's, I don't really know how to say it, but
I'm not quite sure who that is.
And then Land Before Timers. Carl out again. What a bummer. Uller is in, which is actually cooler if you look at his logo, but it comes off as Uller.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the congregate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Classic. Week 3 review. We're going to jump right in. Moonbase. We kind of talked about it before, but we both said this was this is a fun map to watch. That's all.
It lets the offenders show off their boost skill sets a little bit.
Yep.
So.
And also, what was interesting in the Miners edition, especially the game we streamed, the defense in the first few games for OPH was using these boosts as just lethal assassins, and then in the first 2 games, and game 3, Bam said, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take those all away," and was just using every single boost, and it was so funny. It was great.
He carried that strat over.
Carried the strat over, and it was a very smart strat. Week 3, Basenji. This is actually created by
Tumblewood and Bambi.
Oh, I thought it was you.
Don't give me credit for this.
It's a great map. It is a great map.
Yeah, Tumblewood and Bambi made this map.
Tumblewood and Bambi. Yeah, this was a fun map as well to watch, in my opinion.
Fun portal map, and lots of cool boosts.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, let's hop in. First game up. Sorry, I'm monitoring our audio. Okay, there is audio. It was just very low because it hadn't kicked in yet. I was like, is this background audio not there? Manchester LBT. Wayne, break it down. You're a big Manchester man.
to Manchester, head by Robiny, the Brit, in Rena.
Oh, is Robiny British? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's cool.
And yeah, this is the team that we said had old ball syndrome a couple weeks ago, and they are rolling still. They look. I mean, this is LBT is struggling right now, and they just lost Toity, who I think is promising.
Yeah,
And
Toity.
they added Ginseng, but it's doesn't look
Well, I
good.
mean, they shuffled the roster, and then also Carl was out again, so like it's tough, especially in a
Still
real
lost Carl, yeah.
shortened season. It's tough. It's really tough to
They're
play like
sinking right
that.
now.
So,
And then yeah, well, they're sinking right now in Manchester. They took care of business.
yeah, Manchester came in. They said, "Hey, we got Rain now," and it was Rain showed up. First game, 1 cap, 12 tags, 9 returns, 208 blocking, 4 pups. I mean, Rain was a great pickup for them. It's I don't know how to say his name. 15 and 14 as a sub. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. 14 and 12. Looking at the wrong numbers there. And then Sporky with 2 caps. So yeah, they're just handling business. Get Right had a pretty. Is it GTR? What does he prefer to be called these days?
GTR, Get Right.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, Get Right had a pretty solid game. 22 and 16, 4 pups. Just wasn't enough. 6-3. I'm sorry, it was enough. I'm reading all the wrong stats here. They did win. I was like, wait a minute, they won this game. Yeah, started off like with a bang, and then things went downhill quickly. But pretty big game from GTR to start off with 22 and 16, 4 pups. That's a win. Cooler had the hat trick off the bench. The Cooler came in and cooled everyone down. He had 3.
Yeah, cool.
Had the hat trick right away. So things were looking up for LBT. And then the bell rang for match 2. Couldn't get a cap.
Cooler is rallying him in the locker room, and
yeah, it was looking good. But Sporky in game 2 went nuts. 2-11, 3 caps, 6 pups.
I'm not convinced that Spjork has really lost a step. I feel like he's still pretty good. I don't know. I was
pretty surprised to see Spork in minors. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I think Spork could definitely play majors. Maybe it was scheduling issue. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Spork was good. And then Rain, who I said had a big game 1 despite the loss, came out and said, oh, I needed to play bigger. Heard. 27 tags, 21 returns, two pups again. Monster game.
See it from Rain.
Yeah. And Rain now is also, he is an Aussie, right? But now playing out of Europe, I was told. Is that accurate?
So
slightly closer.
I think.
Slowly migrating.
UK, so a little bit closer, yeah.
Oh, he's in the UK. He's hanging out with Robiny. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, with Robiny, yeah.
That's cool. Game 3, more of the same. It was a kind of an early beatdown, 3 caps in the first minute. Yeah, there was no coming back. So poor LBT, they said, oh, we got our early win. But
Spjork first grab, I'm assuming. I've been there. I think I lost the only Super Bowl I lost was giving up a grab to Spjork on the first grab.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah, Spork is nuts.
And they're already up. And then the triple S.
Had 5 caps.
Casually. Step in the minors and having 5 caps.
5 caps. We don't know who it is, right? Does anyone know who it is? Anyone in chat?
Not really, no.
Interesting. What a mystery. And they also have the Grim Reaper logo as their as their
Go to the pubs a little bit, but yeah, not sure.
So 5 caps, 4 pups, monster game there. And then Rain again. I feel like I'm putting Rain over pretty hard here. Actually, let's go to Taurus. Taurus had a much better game. 23 and 22. Rain played well, but Taurus was the star defensively in this one.
Yeah. Taurus has been a stud in minors.
Taurus, yeah, I really like Taurus's game. I didn't know what to expect because I'd never seen them. Very good. And then if you weren't sure, they were very good. In game 4, they let you know. Yes, no, I'm very good. 3 captures for Taurus, 20 tags, 18 returns, 5 pups. Thought game 3 was good. Game 4 is even better. Monster game there. Yeah, Cooler had 2 caps again. So Cooler was getting caps. It's just they just wasn't working out for LBT this week.
Filled the Carl role, but wasn't enough stuff.
He didn't fill the Carl. You can't fill the Carl role. Let's get real. But yeah, we lost our T thing. I mean, we could call it TGR and Tooler, but that doesn't sound right. So what a bummer. What are you doing to us, THC? And then game 5, more of the same, 8-4 again. really hate to see it. Spork went nuts, 4. Rain had a hat trick, 3.
Mhm.
Six pups. They won pups 13-5. Yeah, not a lot of positives to take away here for LBT. I don't know. I feel kind of bad for. I feel like Bleast is the most drop player, right? But I feel like
Yeah.
GTR Get Right is always traded. Like every time I cover a
Get screwed
season,
on trades. Is that
yeah,
what it
it's
is?
just constantly. He's always traded to a team that's struggling. He performs pretty well. But yeah, this scenario was very difficult. You're
Yeah,
traded.
Spur kind of popped off this week. It seems like, right?
Yeah, Spork just went nuts. You got traded. Tinderfella had a pretty good game here too. 3 caps. Let's call that out. Most solid game. 215 blocks, but
Mhm.
yeah, they just got manhandled on pups. It is what it is. Tough week. And backed really against the wall for LBT. They're going to have to perform exceptionally well in order to stay in this season. I don't think it's not possible, but like they're definitely going to need Carl back. They're definitely going to need to get that synergy going because it's right now it's just not quite there. But yeah, it happens. You know, I've been there. Wayne, I've never been there. I've always won every season I've played.
Born winner.
Born winner, baby. No, and it's a bummer because we really enjoyed watching that team, so we were rooting for them, and hopefully they can turn the ship around. We covered this game, Wayne.
We did cover this game. It was a fun one to watch because it really swung at some point. Some people question if Wright took over the controls for Poet after game 2, but
Oh, 100% he didn't.
it'll always be a mystery.
I guess it's an easy no. Like one, knowing Poet is too ethical to do that. Would never do
We were
it.
referencing it like in the interviews, but I feel like you didn't understand when we were doing it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't pick up on
Yeah.
that. Like Poet was so well presented in the interview that I was jarred. I was like, I gotta think of like real questions here.
Oh yeah.
No, but I think Poet is far too ethical for that, and also, I don't know, their play styles are pretty different in my, as you know, like the last time I covered it, I was covering. Well, I guess I was covering you the last time, but prior to that was Bright, and they don't play the same way at all. So it would be very stunning if it was a takeover. But Poet had like pretty solid games.
It was easier to make the case because game 5, I believe, we'll get to it, but Poet had quite a few caps.
Oh yeah, Poet went off in game 5 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, this was the same story we told last week against Blockadiles, where they lost the first 2, we got nervous, and then they won the next 3. So, you know, we're supposed to be streaming the Jazz Quartet again this week. I agreed to do that with Robiny. So sorry if it doesn't come to fruition, Robiny. My girlfriend just told me she's going to be back in town, which she's kind of in and out of town, but she just let me know yesterday she's going to be in next week, but she's not sure when yet. So I'm hoping it's not Monday. I'm trying to find out from her. Yeah. That sounded like a made up high school story, didn't it, Wayne?
Yeah.
My girlfriend who moves out of town.
Canada.
I just like after I said it out loud, I was
Canada,
like, I feel like that. No, she's not in Canada. She's in Bakersfield, which is like north.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's coming down out. You know, I've given you the backstory. So.
I'm from California. I know where Bakersfield.
Oh, that's right. You are. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so they're in Bakersfield. She's coming down to LA. And then I think she's going to be going back to Bakersfield like right after, which is a bummer, but I get it. I understand.
That's Bambi territory.
Bakersfield?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anything about Bambi. I thought Bambi lived in the forest and it was burned down.
Yeah, the forest of Bakersfield.
Anyways, game 1. Early and often, this one felt like it was close, but it was never really close. We kind of talked about this in the Majors podcast. It was a decent game.
I felt like OPH came out gangbusters a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
The defense was showing up. AJ was everywhere. Cap was making plays. And
yeah, Cap, who's kind of been under celebrated on our cast, had a huge game, 227 hold, 1 cap.
Mm-hmm.
But like, again, I think Capre plays very well off of Cap. I think their offense is probably the best in the league.
Yeah.
And they really just showed out here in game 1.
Yep.
They even lost on pups, which is, again, like we talked about this is why I'm like not sure pups are a relevant stat anymore, because they lost pups 11-7, but didn't hurt them at all. So
12 rolling bombs out of like.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Out of 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like
18 pops.
66%. That's nuts. Yeah, then game 2 was kind of like, oh, okay, this might be bad. It was more of the same. The game again felt kind of close, but never really that close. This was
But towards the end, Bam like started getting some momentum.
I think towards the end is when Bam
Yeah.
figured out his strat. Because
Yeah.
game 3 was the changing of the strategy for sure. Capre went crazy here though in game 2, 217 hold, 2 caps, 5 pups. That's just nutty. Very impressive stuff.
Like OPH was definitively looking better than Jazz.
Yeah, and again, like the offense was going off. Cap also had 2 caps here with 222 holds, so they were holding for 6. Both teams held for 6 minutes, which is
JKXS had a lot on defense. Like coming from
for
defense.
hold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think JK was over 2 minutes as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, JK. So JK is the more interesting one. Poet stays. He's kind of the defensive anchor, the way we talked about Curry in the Majors cast. Poet's the defensive anchor, and JK kind of is the wild card that will do a little bit of everything. Reminds me a bit of Grumpy's playstyle, if that makes sense. I think Grumpy stayed home a lot more, but whenever Grumpy went, I was like,
he's everywhere.
I was like, he's excellent. So yeah, JK has Grumpy flashes. So good game, but not enough. And this was an OPH festival, 5-3, and we got nervous, and then. Jazz Quartet said, don't worry, we do this all the time. Switched up the strat.
Twice in a row we watched them.
Bam started taking away every single boost when he was holding the flag. And, Capre had 245 hold. Bam had 244. So, it was a hold off. Very close game. It started with Bam. Then it went to Kep. Then it went to Capre. So they were up. But then it was JK. And then Poet with the clincher.
Yeah. 0-0 for a long time, 1-1 for a good bit.
Yep. And this one, I think, even though I just said I don't think they matter as much, I think the pups actually were the difference in this one. It was 13-5 in favor of Jazz. They had 5 TagPros compared to OPH's 1. And OPH is one of the lowest pup grabbing teams. But I think it kind of bit them in this one. And there were some opportunities. But
it seems like Pearl and Cap were a little bit lower on pups because Capre, not in this game, but in most games, was winning.
Capre is usually their go-to guy, and that was one of the matchups we highlighted was JK versus Capre. We thought they were going to be really fighting for pups, and it seems like
a lot of times they went for different pups and like won them.
Yeah. Generally it's usually whatever you're closest to, so it's not a guarantee. But yeah. But JK and Bam each had 3 pups. Poet had 3, and CT had 4. That dwarfs. 2 was the best from Wassa. So, it's a little advantageous for the Jazz, but still, they only won 3-2. And I think that speaks volumes to how good OPH's offense truly is. Then game 4, this was kind of
This was Basenji.
This was the boat race game. This was Basenji. And they went down early. I think did they score first, right? I think they scored first. There was a counter cap, and then
Pearl
it was
scored first, and JKXS got the counter cap.
Right, there was
a
counter.
It was 1-0 OPH.
But then
and then
But then there was a train that just went. It felt like it was going on
until
forever.
the 5-minute mark. It was 1-1 till the 5-minute mark.
Right,
then
but there was the 5-minute mark.
1-2. Yeah. Then
because there was, I remember this train. We were commenting. We're like, they are out every single return or cap. They're out again. And that went on for literally 3 straight minutes.
7 caps in a minute 30. Yeah. 7 caps in a minute.
So then and they kind of called out. I think it was.
And then they threw in 4 more in the last minute.
Yeah, I think JK even called out. And he said, "Don't stop playing." At Capre, he said, "AJ, don't stop playing."
Yeah.
And
AJ, don't stop playing.
Yeah, because I think they just were like, whatever, we got rolled. We're just not going to try for the last minute or whatever. But that's a dangerous play because it gives all the momentum and confidence to the other team. And you see that with 4 caps in the final minute. Everyone's capped here. The only person to not have more than 1 cap was Poet. He only had 1. And that's how I know Bright wasn't playing. Because Because Bright would have dropped 46 on them himself.
That's how he's throwing you off, though.
Oh, could be, yeah.
Flip the game in tags and returns.
But Bam, this was, as I said, he took away every boost. He had 352 of hold in this game. That's
yeah, like you said, I think DT had something close to that, but like
nuts.
If you're close to 4, it's been a tough game.
Majestical game, yeah. And Pups didn't really matter because this one was
the Wassa debut. I don't know if we mentioned Wassa didn't.
Oh, that's right, Wassa's debut because Mick or MC, however, whichever it is supposed to be, was playing games 1 and 2. Wassa played solidly games 1 through 3.
Fell apart a little bit this time.
Yeah, I don't know that it was all Wassa's fault. I think this.
No, we're not blaming Wassa. Yeah,
this is the mental needs work. This kind of, if this was a playoff series, right? That's always what I think. Well, if this was a playoff series, how do they bounce back? And the answer was they kind of did. Again, it was like a very close game in the first 5. Right, first 5 minutes are always close, but then
you like to see from a cap like within the first 30 seconds or something. So.
Yeah, and we commented on that as well in game 1 and 2. We said they don't want to start slow, and then they gave up a cap
on Poet's computer. Like quick answer.
Holy, oh my gosh. But yeah, Poet went crazy in this one. 106 hold, 4 pups. I'm sorry, 4 caps with 2 pups. Yeah, and JK stayed home mostly on defense for 21 and 21. So
and Bam helped out with that a lot too.
Yeah, and then I think like the highlight of this game was the Poet interview afterwards. Stellar interview from Poet. Extremely composed. He should have been a professional athlete. Wasted his life.
Oh yeah, Poet's interview was great.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know how to interview this guy. He's way better. I feel unprepared. Does he know I'm not wearing pants?
What do you expect from him?
Then we had Furballers against Blockadiles. I thought this was an uphill climb for Blockadiles, and I thought they did very well. They stole the last 2. And I thought Furballers was the best team coming into this, and I don't know. It made me a believer. Like after last week, I was like, okay, I think Blockadiles has some talent. But after this week, I'm like, no, they just had a really bad week 1, and then
well, it looked like they were going to be out of it again, and then they fought back. They're alive.
Well, they played every game. I think the difference was week 1, they just got kind of boat raced, right? But every game here, game 1 was 3-2, right? Yeah. Every game was close. And they won Pops 12-8, but I don't know. Squeebster had a cap, Horse had a cap, and had Mania. Interesting part here, Sadness, after having like a pretty solid week in majors, gets blanked in game 1.
Had a lot of hold.
Definitely had a lot of hold, probably had a lot of opportunities, but I was kind of surprised to see that. I was like, oh. It's like, I'm used to majors levels blocks, guys. But yeah, Anti-Re, who we like him, he's slippery. He had a cap and 232 hold in game 1. Just wasn't enough. Wraith also had 17 and 14. Yeah.
He's kind of the anchor for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if we noticed Tumblewood is on defense now, I think, and PTF is on offense. Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it seems they've swapped.
Nice. I like that. It's a good keeps us honest.
There was a time in a ranked game like a couple days ago in a pre-game lobby, like we're picking the map, and PTF says in chat, I'm going to play offense and win the Mooper. And then like Max on our team just says, nice. The game launches.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of confidence. We love that for PTF.
I like to rewind as well because I just checked chat. It's difficult to check chat during this portion. I saw Curry saying, we want Spork. For who though? Your team's already stacked. I wouldn't, yeah. We love Spork though. Yeah, game 2, Furballers kind of said, nah, this isn't going to be that close. Game 1 was a fluke is what they tried to say there. But, you know, horse trick, a horse trick. Oh my gosh. Hat trick from Horse, also known as a horse trick.
A horse trick.
Horse trick, and then a horse trick with pups as well. You had 3 of those.
Plays, yeah.
So solid game there. Edmania added 2, Squeeb with 1. Sadness again blanked, which was crazy. Still had the hold, but 6-1, they didn't need it. Yeah.
Maybe showing up on defense too.
Who? Sadness?
Admania, yeah.
Oh, Edmania. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good call. 15 and 12 with 3 pups. Good game from Edmania. Solid team ball play there. Game 3, more of the same for Ballers up 5-1. So, Rutro, they jumped on them early and then never really relinquished until the final minute. They gave PTF a cap.
It's another horse trick.
It was another horse trick. three captors and another horse trick with 3 pups. What is he doing here? He's trying. He was waiting for us to come up with this pun. That's what it is. I'm gonna get 3 and 3 until they call it a horse trick.
Man, and he had 22 tags. What a monster game.
Yeah, huge game from Horse there. Also had Mania again. Pretty good game. 1 cap, 223 hold. Sadness only 1 capture, so kind of a disappointing week overall for Sadness. Sorry, but like it wasn't needed, so I don't think it is disappointing. If that makes sense, right?
I mean, he won both series in majors and minors. Like,
well, he won the first 3 games here, and then yeah. When he gets blanked again, wow! I feel like I'm picking on Sadness. I'm not trying to. So through 4 games, he only has 1 capture. And it did cost them this time because they lose 6-4. But PTF goes off here. I'm going offense, and he's going to win the Mooper. Goes for 4 captures.
Oh yeah, PTF. We love it. He's here.
2 pups. Is he here? He's in chat? Oh, yeah.
Well, I just mean he's arrived, but maybe
Oh. Well, that was a letdown. He's made it. But yeah, then Wraith, another solid game, 29 tags, pretty monster number. You rarely see over 25, and then 21 returns. So monster game from Wraith, added 4 pups. He had a capture, did a little bit of everything. Then anti-re, slippery as always, 145 hold. So yeah, they needed to come back, get the win. They
Tumblewood
did.
Looking solid on D2. Like,
who is Tumble?
Tumblewood, yeah.
Yeah, 14 and 12, pretty solid.
It looks like a very fluid team right now.
Yeah, this was easily after getting wrecked out. Again, it's all about confidence, right? So then they come back, they win game 4, and then they dominated game 5. So maybe they're just a better Basenji team as well. We always have to consider that. That
Absolutely
suits their strengths. Game 3, Wraith had a horse trick because he had 3 and 3.
I don't want to let you down, but Sadness did not have a cap in this one either.
Oh no, Sadness. It's okay. I'll get him next week. But he was jukey throughout, like over a minute 30 hold in pretty much every game, over 2 minutes at most. No capture though. Cost the Furballers. You hate to see that. But yeah, monster game from Wraith, 3 captures, 3 pups, 16 and 15. Tumblewood supporting there with 14 and 12, 2 pups. That's pretty solid defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I like it. It's a good team. Their offense didn't generate any points in this one, which is interesting. Nothing from anti-re or PTF, but it looks like they were primarily.
They still need more. They're still kind of comfortably in 7th, so.
Yeah. Oh no, they got alligator blood. That's a classic. So.
But they're not dying.
Yeah, I like this team. I really do. And anti-re had 15 and 15 in this one to close it out. Big win for them. They needed it. They needed to win those last 2 after losing the first 3 straight up. So their season's still alive. They are on the break though. And I will say this, I think they've had a very difficult schedule, but as we mentioned in the last one, everyone's had a difficult schedule. So, you know, it's kind of like when you're presenting something to your boss with the numbers, you can spin that however you want. Just about how you present it. Mercury Revs, I was kind of surprised here, to be honest with you. I thought that are these right? There's no way.
I think one of them's wrong. Hang on.
Nope. They're right, bud. FWO. Retooled FWO.
Oh yeah, they're right.
Retooled FWO. Well, listen. The way that Sadness struggled is interesting, because usually when you play minors, as Marcus did, you increase. So Marcus had a bigger week, is my guess. Let's find out. But huge games from FWO. They were kind of on the way out, and this certainly is going to revitalize their season.
They're the ones fending off crocodiles and alligators mostly.
FWO
Fighting
is.
for that
Yes.
dude. Yeah,
Yes,
FWO.
yes, yes. Yeah, Tweedy had a hat trick to start it off, so he said, "Oh, you caught me, LBT? Oh, watch this."
Love that for Torty. And a change of scenery just wasn't happening in LBT, so comes
Happens.
over.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you click with one team, you
FWO.
don't with another. Tweedy also had 23 and 21. And I didn't watch the game, but I was told 22 backward boosts for snipes. So
Oh really? 22 backward.
of his 23 tags, 22 were backward boosts. I'm just kidding, Wayne. Jeez Louise. Broseph had a pretty good game in the loss, 17 and 13, but it wasn't meant to be. This was a tight one throughout, though. Hugh scored early. Omni scored to counter it at 236. Not a counter cap, but to even the score. And then Doku at 804. And then there was really just a TagPro equivalent of a pitcher's duel.
Mm-hmm. Marcus Yallo had 20 tags, nearly 2 minutes of hold, 5 pups. But
big game, yeah, monster game from Marcus. And then I think the difference here maybe was the pup differential, 11-7 in favor of FWO.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, not 100% sure. I might go. I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch portions of this.
Doku with the winning cap, though. The go ahead.
Is that a reference to Zelda, or is that Deku? I think it's Deku.
I'm asking the wrong guy.
You've played, Wayne. Don't try to pretend. Game 2, the revenge game for Mercury. Woof. They don't like being beat, guys. That's basically what happened here.
Yeah.
Early on, it was actually the first 5 minutes. It was 2-1 in favor of FWO, but then the train opened up. It was Omni, Selfie, a little bit of a break, but then it was Broseph, Omni, yes, Selfie, Omni, Selfie. Yikes. So big game from Omni. Teammates have put him over last week. He had 5 captures. Monster game with 4 pups. Our boy Selfie had a hat trick. Not a horse trick because he. Oh no, he did. He had a horse trick. He had 3 captures and 3 pups. That's wild. 3 captures and 3 pups. Horse trick for Selfie.
Massive pup disparity in this one.
Yeah, 14-4 in favor of Mercury Revs. That's going to be hard to overcome. Tweedy still played pretty decently, 14 and 14, at least number wise, but you know.
Yeah, he gets his.
Not kind of, well, they didn't really, the prevent was pretty low in this one, and I think that was also main difference. The hold was astronomically higher, 625 to 456. So yeah, solid game overall. If you're a Mercury Reps fan. Not so much if you're an FWO fan. Next game, much closer. We went to OT in this one. Let's go, baby. OT. Omni throws up a Hattie. Has 3 captures, 2 pups. Also 10 and 7. But Tweedy went off yet again, 24 and 24. Tweedy, I feel like we didn't see the best of Tweedy when we streamed. I want to see Tweedy on FWO now.
I don't know how much minors he's played before, but like, yeah, he's still pretty green, and I don't know. I'm a big Tweedy fan. I've always maintained that, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, you say no, Wayne, but I say yes because yes had a big game, 22 and 15.
Yeah, it's a big game.
3 captures.
This game looks like it went to crunch time where Marcus tied the game, but then Omni 2 minutes later won it.
Yep. And that's definitely a bummer for Mercury Revs. Like they lost a lot of points this week. Like they left 1 on the table there, and then they lost 3 games outright. But yeah, credit to Marcus keeping FWO in it. Yeah, at least stealing a point there. Big play. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Marcus had a huge. It's interesting to see now because he's playing defense, but like 211 hold.
Yeah, that's a lot. But it was still not the most. You had 308. So
that's true. Yeah. But it's interesting to watch because he's playing the other position in majors, so it's like helping, I would say, in minors as well.
Well, he's a natural offender, and I think this is his first or one of his more recent defense seasons. So
I'd say.
He's leaning on it a little bit.
Well, I followed up with saying, yeah, defense is okay, but Fender's cool. I had 4 captures, 112
Yeah.
hold, 23 tags, only 12 of which were returns. Big win there, 7-5. Yes, had a pretty good game, 25 and 20, but giving up the 7 captures, it's kind of hard to say it was the best defensive effort.
10 TagPro spawn, Marcus and
I see
Omni
that,
got 6
yeah.
of them.
That's crazy. So of the 10 of 18, I don't know what that percentage is. It's got to be in the 70s, 70, 72 maybe. But yeah, those games are always the most interesting to me, the mega tag pro spawns, because it's like, well, did they win the game or did the tag pros win the game?
Yeah.
But yeah, you play the game. That's why. Omni had a pretty good game, as did Selfie. Each had 2.
Well, I mean, the team that got more ended up losing, so I think we can say it wasn't the TagPros.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But it was pretty close. It was 6-4, so.
7-5. Oh, you're saying tag pros. Yeah.
Yeah, TagPros, 6-4,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, Selfie and Omni each had 2. Omni had 5 pups in this one, so Omni was balling out, but it was not to be. Too much Marcus, too much yellow. Not enough Toity. We were used to seeing those 20 numbers. Only had 15 and 12 in this one.
Had a cap though.
Did have a cap, as did Doku. Doku had a cap and 3 pups, so good work there. And poor Hugh. We never talk about Hugh, so let's just say, hey, Hugh capped here. Good work, Hugh.
Everybody's pitching in.
We love Hugh. Everybody's pitching in. Give these guys a shovel. Last game, MRV lost 3-2. This was a little closer. Well, I guess a lot closer, but
Marcus starts it off again with a cap.
Yeah, Marcus with the early cap. Then, we talked about him too early. Double Hugh. Hugh had 2 caps, 3 pups.
First one being a chain with Marcus.
And a little frustration probably from Omni. Omni did a lot here. 2 caps, 6 power-ups, 21 tags, 12 returns.
Yeah, Omni really was showing up this
So
series.
like a little bit of
we need more from you. Help Omni.
Yeah. Well, I hate saying the help this part. It just didn't work out for him this week. The tough part is you see the hold from Selfie. Selfie, one of my favorite players, just couldn't. Very similar to One Deeg this week, and very similar to Sadness.
Yeah,
a lot of hold, just couldn't find the home. So tough week. It happens. Mercury Rev's still a very good team, but FWO retooled. I think you got to talk about them in a different way, right? Like they're a little more lethal now.
Toity changes this team.
He's hoity-toity. He's cleaning them up. Good job, Toity.
Second chance.
All right, let's jump into the season standings. Yep, this is accurate. Pulled directly from the hub. Furballers, Mercury Revs fall out of first place because of the long layoff. OPH stays in third place despite the 3-2 loss to Jazz. Jazz stays in fourth. I think the only team that I don't think anyone moved from week 2 to week 3. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Manchester moved up 1, but I don't think they did.
Not sure, yeah.
I think everybody stayed right where they were. But that doesn't matter because we have power rankings. Let's do it, Wayne. We're pretty.
Mine didn't move that much.
Pretty similar.
Majors moved quite a bit for me, but minors was very stagnant. And yeah, we have the same top 4.
Same top 4, yeah. You have FWO much higher. I think I'm a little low on them after going through a little more extensively.
You just got to think of them as the new Toity revamped FWO though, so there's a bit more hope, I guess.
A bit more love, yeah. I still like Blockadiles a lot, to be honest with you. And Manchester with Rain is also retooled, so it's
they're staying alive, but I haven't. Blockadiles are staying alive. But I need to see them overtake FWO.
Well, I think they have a tough. We're going to go over their schedule in a bit, but I think they have a tough schedule to close out too. But like,
I also feel bad for putting Manchester down a little bit because they kind of just took care of business against LBT, but it's more of a reflection of me thinking FWO has improved.
I didn't move anywhere. In all honesty, I almost bumped OPH down to 5th because of how that series played out. But like, I think their their offense rather is like really, really strong. So
I feel like we could have seen that go either way in the last game. Like,
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an OPH hater. I didn't realize. Sorry, guys. I actually like your team. I don't know.
I mean, I put them down. We have them the same rank and both moved them down, so I get it.
Yeah. Jazz I moved up to, though, because I really, I don't know. Maybe it's because we're streaming their games, but I've enjoyed it. And I liked seeing the in-game adjustment. You very rarely see that. And that was the veteran himself. Bama Mania.
Oh, yeah. Bama Mania.
Oh, yes. For all your unexpected journeys, Toidy's Travel Agency. You can check out and leave
Yeah,
the land before time. So Toity had to make a move, and then he made a travel agency and giving discount.
Look how that worked out for him.
Worked out well for him, yeah. So discount if you're going to use Toity's Travel Agency. That will be 30% off if you are a TagPro player or commentator. So if you want to get in with Toity, give him a call. All right, we can fly through this a little quicker than we did the last time. Traditional stats here. No surprise to me. Omni, Capre, Selfie could be higher. Had kind of a slower week.
Yeah. Sadness, same thing.
Sadness, definitely. Yeah. Kep had a monster. I thought Kep had a better week, but yeah.
Spork has kind of established himself on the scene.
I think so. I think Spork is actually going to kind of pop off a little bit more now with Rain. I think it's a better fit, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. And return leaders, our boy Yes. Love Yes. Big Yes fan. Ruben. That's the name that I see if Yes messages me. JKXS is up there. Our boy Toity, LBT, and FWO. Has a travel agency, I hear.
He's racking up those numbers.
He sure is. And then Hold, no surprise to see the same names. Capre, Kep, Selfie, and then our boy Bam, who didn't really have, I don't think Bam was towards the top of the list for captures, but I'm not surprised to see him there for Hold. That is literally the definition every time we talk about them is caution. You know, grind those games out. That's a Bam move to a T. So not surprised to see Bam
CT not far behind.
We'll see. Yeah, CT's riding Bam's coattails. We all know it. I don't know. So this is a real fun question. This is kind of off the cuff. Game on the line. Who would you rather hold with flag? CT or Bam for Jazz?
Bam. I think CT is very good and will make a lot of caps, but I would not want him with the last second.
Last second, you're going Bam. You want the veteran. I hear you. Yeah. I don't know. I think CT would be less nervous.
It depends on the map, maybe. It depends, like,
CT
do we need a spark right now?
He's the funniest player, though. He's always saying something in chat. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm a huge fan. Okay, and then Prevent, our boy Yes again. Taurus is up there. No surprise there. Brosif. We love Brosif.
Yep. Holding it down for LBT in the warfare. Trapson, number 2.
Hell yeah. In the trenches there, bud. They're going to be preventing a lot.
He's in the trenches, yeah.
Wraith is there as well. Like seeing him for Blockadiles.
Yeah.
I like kind of, because I saw below him was Get Right and it was like banned, and I was like, he's not on Bitway. And then my brain finally was like, he's on Blockadiles. Week 3 CPR. This is our statistics that we developed as a fan with our good friend Gemini. Spork number 1 and all, not surprised. Omni number 2, not surprised, even though it was a tough week. Omni's name was very prevalent. Also not surprised to see Bam and CT. They had good weeks. It's like, well, whoever developed this statistic is a genius, Wayne.
I'm a little surprised to see CT over Capre based on like how the series went, but also I'm not, because they had a 12-1 game where they really just piled it on.
Yeah, they just piled that was shoveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call the boat race. So boat raced him. Feels bad. I think I got boat raced once in my life, and I had never practiced basketball so hard the next week. And we beat the hell out of that team the next game. I was so mad. I don't think I've ever been that mad in my life. We lost. To give you perspective, Wayne, these were 10-minute quarters. There were 4 quarters. Maybe they were 8 minutes. I forget. But we lost 86-34.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's
furious.
like,
I only had 7 minutes of play time. Yeah, I know.
Couldn't
That's
bottom
what,
all out.
and then I played so hard, and then I started the next game, and we won 55 to like 41. It wasn't really close. Like they
Nice.
got like a 10-0 run to close. Anyways, I'm just reliving my glory years. Guys, I used to be an athlete. I'm so cool. Anyways, we got Capre, number
Just wearing
6.
the Letterman jacket.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised at first to see Capre so low when I did this, and then I was like, oh, it's just for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also there's that one outlier game. That's
Yeah, the outlier game really doesn't really affect the offensive, to be honest with you. It would affect the team. Like you're going to see them
but
pretty
it
low in
put
the team.
it put 2 other like
People
opposing
above
players
him.
above
Yeah,
him.
that's for sure. Yeah, that's actually a good point when you see that Jazz gets a huge boost from that 12-1. Yep. Because usually they're like 7, 6, 7. Those two. Yeah.
The kids are gonna love that one.
Oh my God, I didn't even mean to. That's so funny. It's not really that funny.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm too old. Yes, Taurus, Wraith, and our boy Toity, defensive leaders. Not surprised. We said these names pretty proficiently throughout their coverage. So,
Yep.
Also, I thought Rain would be a little higher. Rain had a pretty solid week. Seeing him only at 6, a little bit surprising.
Numbers wise, he's not too far off. Like he's
Yeah.
closer. Yeah, he's pretty close to like 4th.
Yeah. And then for support, this is where you're going to see all these negative numbers. I guarantee it. Yep, OPH is pretty low down there because of that 12-1 boat race. LBT had a rough week as well, so not surprised to see the negatives. Sorry, fellas. Oh, and then there's Rain. There's our boy Rain. That's where he was. 13-6 is actually nutty for support.
That's that week.
That's a huge week. It's literally making me wonder if I have the wrong formula in there. This is crazy.
And MRV is pretty high up there just by having like a little bit of an off week for them.
Who did Ban play?
They played LB2.
Ah, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense because it's very heavily. Okay, that makes sense. And then also Jazz being up there, this makes sense. Nope, The formula's right. Formula's good. Tough week, but that's okay. There's always down weeks. There's all overall leaders. Manchester, not surprising. Bam. Old man. Who's old man? I'm talking about myself. Don't worry, Bam. I'm not talking about you. The veteran over here. Bam.
The veteran Bam.
Honestly, we were all pumped. We were hulking up. We were
import Rain.
We were going wild. We asked them. We asked OPH, what are you going to do when Bamamania goes wild on you? And the answer was they were going to lose because Bam took care of business.
Yep, Bam took over.
Yeah, Rain up there, Toro. Yeah, this is not stunning.
Looks like a good stat to me. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. I don't see Dodfall's name on here, so I know that he's not in this league, but that's okay. Just catching strays. He's not even in the league. I like seeing PTF also, like right in the middle.
SSS, right. Not on the actual team, right? Shows up at 7.
Oh yeah, this is just for the week. He won't show up in the season analysis.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, pretty good for a stand-in.
Oh yeah, definitely for a stand-in. Absolutely. Yeah, Capre. Okay, this makes sense. Oh, I'm surprised to see Beef there. I didn't realize Beef was playing that well.
Missed a week. He missed this past week, but yeah, his pace was really good.
Yeah.
I was looking at it.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out on Beef. Beef's been performing well. It's gonna continue to perform well. Cap for OPH, Selfie, Sadness. They had down weeks, still 4 and 5. Omni's actually been on the rise since I was told he was their best player by them, their team. He's been.
Well, he had a massive week this week.
Oh, he was a monster this week, and this is just the offensive.
It wasn't enough a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where he lands on the overall. This is under 120 minute minimum. These are all the players who have kind of subbed in. But yeah, Rain, pretty big week.
Nice.
SS, yeah, Carl, all those guys. Then we're gonna go to the CPR defense. No surprises. Literally, I think these would be the players I ranked him. I think the biggest surprise to me was Broseph being at 10. I thought Broseph might be a little
He's pretty
higher.
high up there, but he's a high volume player.
Yeah, this on the defensive end, it's very tag centric. Maybe not centric, but like he gets a lot of tags even when they're losing, so his numbers will be up there. But the penalty will be on the team side if you're not doing well. So, but yeah, I'm not a little surprised to see Broseph and Wraith that low, but really, honestly, I think like the average, it looks to be about maybe around 14 for defensive players, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, looks pretty good there.
Yeah.
This is a season long though, right?
This season long, yeah. And then again, this is under 50-minute. Like Rain really just had one really good week to start off, so his numbers are going to be crazy.
Wasso's still pretty good.
Wasa's pretty solid for his first week. Yep. Surprised not to see Mick on here. Was Mick on the previous list? Probably just made the cut.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
there.
Mick's on 14. And Rain, Wasa, yeah. Oof, Linux.
Joseph says he will be better. I played bad. The stats should reflect it.
Oh, jeez. It's really harsh on yourself, too. Jeez, but
Doesn't surprise
it's
me.
okay, man.
That's how he improves.
I was never, to be very clear, I think people overvalue me now. Maybe not. Nobody knows who I am anymore. But when I did play, I think people overvalued me because I would do like casts and stuff like this. I was always an FU gas player. I was not a stat guy. So like, while it's interesting to look at stats, and maybe that's why I developed this, I thought I would probably do better if I put my own numbers in. I would look better or something. But yeah, I don't know. You're allowed to have down weeks. It's okay, man. It's all good.
I expect better from Joseph. I know he can be better.
Fucking Wayne, dude. No, he's right. He should feel bad. Holy, hilarious, Wayne. CPR team leaders, not surprised here. Team leaders, by the way, sorry, this may be confusing.
Again, yeah.
This is more like support. This isn't total.
And season again, yeah.
And this is season, yeah. I'm not surprised to see the players I'm seeing here. I am surprised not to see Jazz as high up because of that blowout, but I guess it was just one game.
Yeah. That feels about right. It's
Yeah.
MRV and per ballers. So that's how it's felt this season so far. So.
Yep. And then again, Rain. I wish it would rain down on me. Rain and hiss.
Here's the difference between Rain and Wasa this week, mostly.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. Yeah, Rain had a great week. I think Rain is, again,
OPH besides AJ needs to work on the pups.
True. Yeah. And there, speak of the devil, there is Capre. Number 1 overall for the season, 38.43. And then we got Yes, Omni, Sadness. I expected to see a lot of furballers in Mercury Revs because they had the best.
Yeah.
And then I'm not surprised to see Taurus or Capre.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see Jazz all bunched together. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in fairness, I guess you're right because they complement each other so well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't honestly. Yeah. Hard to pick an MVP from that team, but I know who I
There's
pick.
Bjork and Beef who are like starting to poke out offensively for Manchester. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good call. Good call, Wayne.
Yep.
And the minimum, we got Rain again. Just a big week. Poor Linux. Linux is like, dude, just like don't even put me on the
Linux, like, why do we have 4 slides with me?
Just being dead last. Poor Linux. All right, we'll take a quick look at these pups. We did this before. In case you didn't watch, if you only watch minors, let me explain the percentage column moving right. Percent juke is how many of your pups that you obtained, your team. How many were percentage-wise were jukes, how many were rolling blocks, how many were TP. The T percent juke is of those pups that you obtained. So like, of those pups that you obtained, what's the percentage of juke, rolling block, TP? So like your percentage of juke is measured against the total, the first one, and then the second one is measured against just the amount that you received. Hopefully I explained that well. It's very boring. But this is in order of top pup performers. LBT way down there, kind of not shocked because they're not doing as well, but a little shocked because I feel like every time I look at their box scores, I feel like their pups aren't bad. Maybe something's wrong with the formula. Maybe this is inaccurate information.
I mean, I'm not that surprised.
I don't think it is though. Yeah. And then OPH is surprising, though, if this is accurate. 42.65 is quite low for a team that's...
It's not, because it feels like only AJ is getting pups, but he's getting a lot of
Yeah, but they also, I will say this, he gets a lot of them, and I think part of Kep's role is to punish them while they go for pups.
True. Yeah, I'm sure that's...
I think it's
they've got a lot
part of the
of
new
caps already.
strats. We're starting to see the advanced strats, and I love it.
We need the defense to be getting more.
Yeah. All right, let's check out some per games. What do you see, Wayne? Anything jump out that is shocking?
Manchester is scoring a lot of caps, so I'm not totally surprised by that, but like, I
Yeah, it'll
think
be
that
interesting to check
shows
their
a high
defense.
ceiling for them.
Yep. Blockadile's not getting a lot of caps, which isn't surprising. They've kind of struggled in terms. I think that's their weakest point to date. OPH only being third is kind of surprising. I thought they'd be one.
Blockadows did just change up their offense now, so
Yeah, they
maybe
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them time.
Okay.
Give them time.
Looks pretty right to me.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like that Blockadiles and Alligators, even though they are not scoring, they are playing well as a team. You see they have 15.13 handoffs, second, but they're number one in percentage. So like really good at
Good handoffs.
yeah, at like making opportunities at least. Just they haven't been able to cash as many in, which is unfortunate.
MRV is surprisingly low on that.
They are, but they're also they're only doing like 12.87, so they're kind of like my turn, your turn type team.
I guess.
So like their
There'll be
numbers,
a lot of regrab established.
Yeah, because I've noticed that the higher your numbers are, usually you have a better chance for a higher percentage. And then with the other end, not surprised. Poor LBT. Jeez.
For ballers and Jazz, I expect Jazz to be up there and
I expected
US
Jazz.
Surrenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Mercury Rebs would be one and Fur Rollers would be three.
I'm not surprised LBT is last by a good bit.
Well, there's no need to. I just said poor LBT, and then you just buried him anyways. Jeez Louise.
Sorry.
You know what else? Broseph, you fucking sucked. Per Wayne.
I love Broseph.
You said expected
I
more.
want better for him. I do expect more.
I'm kidding around. Wayne is dead serious. I think you were great, Broseph.
He knows.
Just leave him alone. Jesus. It's so funny. Return wise, I expected again, like I don't know, Furballers are really good. I guess I just didn't expect them to be number one in the defensive categories. I viewed them as more of an offensive team. And it was quite the opposite.
Yeah.
It was quite the opposite because I don't think they were they were like 4, which is decent. It's like right in the middle of the pack, but their defenses. And as you know, Wayne,
top team, so yeah.
As you know, I'm a big fan of defense. I think that's what wins the championship. Still in TagPro. I still believe it until I'm proven wrong. Oh, Wayne, this is from the stat god himself, Podocalto's public speaking course. After his phenomenal interview, he is now offering public speaking courses. Your first step to confidence with Podocalto. He will teach you how to speak like a professional athlete, removing you from high-pressure situations. Good work, Poet.
We love Poet.
We do love Poet. MVB. Wayne, you got Sadness? Oh, okay, we're close.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's wild.
Disappointing week for my MVB, but
a little bit, yeah.
Still got the dub overall from the series.
I got Omni, so great week for my MVB, so I win.
I've got Omni too, so.
CPR says it's Capre. They're wrong. Yeah. They're wrong. He's number 3.
Yeah, we have the same.
We agree on 3. Nice try, Capre.
We agree on the names, but
no, if Capre continues this pace and the team finishes in the playoffs, he's definitely you can buy into it. Omni for me is just because the team has said he was the best.
It's going to be fearful of Basenji in playoffs, though.
Yep.
They might ban it if that's how it goes down.
Yep. And I also, like, for Taurus, I think Taurus just got a huge boost by having Rain now. I honestly think it's a better fit, and I think either the numbers will go up or they're going to win more, so... Yeah. And then Bam for Jazz. I think Bam was the guy I picked of all of them. Oh, and you also did. That's so funny. Yeah, we have the same names. That's wild. All right, cool.
Same top 5.
Offense.
I think these are the names. That makes sense.
Oh, wow. We have the same. I put Beef up there. You didn't put Beef. Yeah, you did.
I don't have CT.
What a
I
jerk.
have Sadness up there.
What a jerk, not putting CT up there. Sadness
Could probably
probably
at top,
deserves
yeah.
it. Probably an
We both have
oversight by me
Selfie.
for Sadness. CPR says Sadness too. Yeah.
And Beef, like, he missed this past week, but his pace before that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at Sadness a little better. I think I kind of gave him the old...
And Anti, I feel like, and what we've seen from their games, like, he is keeping them
Yeah,
afloat.
yeah.
He's doing it all.
He has the potential to do in a few seasons, if this improvement continues, he has the potential to do what Capre is currently doing. That was my thought process.
Yeah.
Not quite there, but potential is. Grumpy. Oh, I love the Grumpy. I love me some Grumpy. Best
Grumpy.
ball on defense here. Oh, wow.
Unanimous again, just like Bot Don't Lie.
I took Marcus, though, from FWO. You took JK.
Oh, I just meant number 1 unanimous.
I mean, we were 1 through 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't actually notice that.
Yeah. You put Poet on
Makes
Furballers,
sense,
though.
Oh, I put JK on Furballers too, sorry. Furballers, they're looking great.
Looking great, man. They just got deep. What
That's
a
why they have
trade.
the fewest
What a
caps given
pickup.
up. You were surprised.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are both Jazz. I feel like, I don't know, it's hard for me to pick between the two, but I feel like they
I
both
mean, in
deserve
all
a spot
honesty,
in the top
we're
five.
pretty much in agreement with the CPR. Tweedy is the outlier.
Toity was just on a team that was not winning for a while, so it's hard to put him immediately into one, even though he's turning FWO around.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I thought, yeah, and Marcus is playing exceptionally well.
Yeah, Marcus is playing well.
Best team ball. Oh, you got Marcus 1 here. I got Horace. I didn't. Yeah, Marcus isn't on my
I feel
team.
like Marcus is doing everything, yeah.
I agree. I think it's a really
offense is
solid pick, to be honest with you. I think it's an oversight for me. But like like my style, I generally try not to put the same players.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of the reason. But I did put
It's my
Taurus
style
here.
too, but I didn't have Marcus, so it works out.
It's true. And there's my guy, Brosif. Brosif, are you still in chat, buddy? You're number 2 for me. Wayne's a hater. He's got you at 5.
He's still on the list.
You know who else is a hater? CPR's a hater. It's got Selfie there. What the hell, CPR, you bastard?
I have Spjork number 2, which neither of you have. I think Spjork.
I got
He was
Spork
close
in
to
offense.
for me.
Yeah, I like Spork on O.
But yeah, I think he played a little bit of defense at one point, so that's holding him back in the
Yeah,
offense stuff.
he's definitely
He's
a great
doing
team
lot.
ball. Yeah. He might, as they continue to move on, he might creep into the MVP category. We'll see.
Yeah, or the offensive ball.
I think he is in my I forget, but like
Maybe.
yeah. I mean, like again, Miners is pretty deep this year with like even talent across the board. So yeah, could be anyone. Could be anyone. Best GM. What? We've streamed most of Jess's game and you're not gonna pick her? What's wrong with you?
You didn't pick her either. I mean,
She's number 2.
I put her 4. So they're top,
And you spelled her
top
name
4.
wrong. Wayne.
All right. What are we doing here?
Logistic map probably
Give
should.
Miaza.
Yeah, Miaza. I mean, Miaza's. We're selling pictures. We're selling posters. There's $63 pop. You
Good GM.
gotta buy in. Logistic map, no surprise there.
I have Nameless second because
That's
I
fair.
thought that his draft was very much slept on, and he had a lot of. They all developed nicely.
Yeah,
Seemingly.
I'd agree with that. Nameless didn't even make my list, which is wild. I really am high on Blockadels. Please don't let me down, guys. I'll never live it down. If Wayne makes fun of me for picking them at number 5 on week 3 of season 38, I'll never hear the end of it.
Your hands on Jarvis?
Oh my gosh. Best content. We did. I said Riley, Russ with their power rankings. Yep. And we do this flag center thing. We do power ups. Yep. Good work, team.
Riley,
Yeah. See, this is where I thought Balanka was. And who's
that is also Victor Messi.
Frogs TV is Victor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll switch it to Vic. I was like, I saw them streaming a Miners game, and I was like, who is this? But then I didn't watch because I was like working on these slides. But that's the Pajoon. Yeah, good Good match. And these are all the same from the previous one, but we'll leave it up just for a second so you can read through. Pretty heavy BTS contributors this week, in my opinion, or this season. Usually it's not like this. Well, maybe it is. You've been around longer than I have.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Looks good to me.
Remaining schedules: Manchester's got Jazz and FWO. Block Dials, oof, tough draw. Mercury Revs coming off of a tough loss, and then LBT. And the Furballers got OPH. That should be a good game. And Jazz, FWO, LBT, and Manchester. And I think we've covered everyone.
Crocodiles, yeah, they've got a tough matchup in MRV, and then hopefully they can get some points against LBT in the last week.
Yeah.
To
but they need to steal. That's the thing. They got to get at least 2 off of MRV. And maybe this is the best time to play them.
Though, they're playing LBT in Manchester, so
yeah,
that's what they're chasing right now.
I like Manchester in that matchup, but maybe I'm just not sold on FWO, but I should be. Their schedule's been pretty difficult, and they're doing quite well.
And they just beat MRV, who have been rolling so far.
OPH has a really tough road to hoe the rest of the way, by the way.
Yeah, they do. Like, are they in trouble, like, playoff-wise, if they have some bad weeks?
They might be, yeah. Wayne, you messed up Jazz's quartet name again.
That's not me. Not like me.
I don't know. The people saw you do it before.
OPH is... They have a 9... They have quite a lead over Blockadiles, so...
But if they lose... Say they lose 3-3.
No, Blockadiles 29 points to Blockadiles 13, so it's like...
Oh, okay, yeah, that would be... They would need an extreme.
Yeah, they look pretty safe.
Yeah, this is, again, like we said it in the majors, but I'm going to say it here too. Playoffs are going to be insane. This is a great season. This has been a great season of TagPro. Mainly because we're covering it and we bring the heat. So
bring the heat, and therefore the players bring the heat.
The players bring the heat. We just get it up. Let's get to this week 4 preview and get done with it. We talked about Corner Store before. We said this is a weird looking map. We don't know about these boost routes. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot of defense, but it's going to be offensive defense. You think it's going to be more offensive because it's so small, but I think there's
going to be a lot of walk-ins, like off of like Fiesta play. Yeah, like a big play happens and then somebody just walks it across.
Okay, I think so. My thought process was the opposite. There was going to be a lot of. I mean, I guess it depends on the teams, but I thought there'd be a lot of walking it back and defensive.
Maybe
counterpoints.
I mean,
we'll see.
That could happen too.
Yeah, Flaccid type map made by good friend. A Flaccid Trip of Flaccid TV. I love Flaccid Trip.
TV.
Flacco TV?
Remember, that's what his name is, right?
That's what his name is, but I thought it was still... I thought when I watched the streams, it's FTV. I know it's like the MTV thing, but it's FTV, and it's...
Well, that's his Twitch name, is it not? Remember, you were saying, like, who's Flacco?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, so... I don't know.
Yeah, Broseph even said that. He said this map is so small it will be funny. I think he's referring back to Corner Store, which is accurate. Yeah, definitely kind of a meme selection for the Corner Store, in my opinion.
And like we said for majors, the team boost very important on this one.
Yep. And there was I think it was OPH prior to the BAM takeover of stealing all their snipes. They refused to use the team boost unless it was absolutely necessary. And I think that's going to be critical in this. Like if you waste it for like an in-base snipe or something, it's going to cost you dearly. That's my hunch. We'll see.
Yeah. No, yeah, if you miss it, then you're in trouble because that's your biggest resource.
Yes, sir. All right. Marcus Yala, Toity, Hugh, and Doku, they're in 6th place, but they're playing LBT, who really needs to turn it around here. It's going to be a desperation match for LBT.
Yeah.
And this is a revenge match for Toity.
FWO is looking at this as an opportunity to like build some points to get in the playoffs.
Well, Toity's going to try and go off on him as well. Like he doesn't.
Revenge game.
Yeah, it doesn't like. Nobody likes being traded. Well, some people do, but generally.
Well, he was dropped, I think, right? So like.
Yeah, technically, yeah. I think you're right.
That's even worse though.
I agree. Yeah. I don't know. These are, to me, it looks like kind of an even matchup, but definitely based off of how the
I
season's
don't
going
know
so
if it
far
is.
for LBT.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen Carl in 2 weeks. That's the big thing.
Yeah, we'll see if Carl is playing. But
You haven't seen
like we
Carl.
said, Cooler had a pretty.
Yeah,
He had
he
a
was
pretty good
pretty decent.
performance.
Yeah, but maybe the chemistry wasn't there with Tinderfella.
Mhm.
Don't know.
Okay, Carl got gross inactivity dropped apparently, says Rosif. So let's not get
Oh,
our hopes up,
really?
Carl.
Tarl, what happened, buddy? So is the pickup permanent then of Cooler? Do we know? It's tough.
Not sure.
That's tough. Oh, Cooler is permanent. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't like LBT's chances on that. Gross inactivity drop's a tough one too. I think that is that a season suspension still? It used to be. Definitely not rooting for that.
To be fair, I think this happened after we started.
Yeah.
It was 7:31 p.m. Bam posted a message saying that Carl's gross inactivity dropped.
I see. That's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, we weren't redoing the slides at that point. Good try though. This is gonna be a huge match. Number 1, number 3. Yeah. Basically, best case scenario for OPH is a split, right? Or both these teams would.
I don't know. I mean, weird maps. Some crazier thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. The maps are gonna.
I think they're both hoping to stay stable.
But what I like about this is number 1 defense against, I guess, is number 3 offense in terms of captures, but most explosive offense, I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be an interesting match.
But versus like a defense that gives up the fuse caps.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be especially on these small maps. We'll see. And then Mercury Revs, our last one. Actually, Omni should be O here, right? Yes is on D.
Yep. This is D. Yep.
Sorry about that.
Also, Tumblewood. We need to swap.
Yeah, Tumblewood and PTF.
That's a newer.
That's newer. So we're not as concerned. Blockodile season kind of on the line here. So Brosif, you can put him away.
Hang on. Yeah, Brosif, put him
you
away.
Put him away, buddy. You can win Wayne's love.
He already has it, man.
Best case scenario is winning 15-0, but right now we're talking about you, Brosif, and Mercury Revs. You can win
Omni
Wayne's
is
love.
begging for a return.
Oh my goodness. I'm kind of hoping, no disrespect, I'm hoping, Brosif, you don't perform well just so Wayne can be mean to you.
I wasn't mean to him, man.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna do what you can. Yeah, this is a huge game for Blockdowns. Their season's on the line. So Brosif, come ready to play. This just reacted. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm a little behind on that. It's funny. But no, this is, be prepared to play because this team, their season was on the line in week 2.
They're fighting.
Well, in week 2, they had gotten swept, and then week 2 was like, their season's kind of on the line, and then they came out gangbusters. So I kind of expect something similar with Tumblewood and PTF.
But then they kind of fell asleep this week, and then fought back the last 2 games.
But who'd they play again? They had a good matchup. Or a tough matchup, didn't they? Whoa.
I don't remember. We talked about it.
Oh,
it was for ballers. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They had a tough match, but like as we said, the rest of their schedule doesn't get better. They play Mercury Revs, and then I think they're Manchester. So like, it's not.
I think they have LBT last. So.
Oh, LBT.
Yeah. So
okay.
They're hoping for that one.
Yeah. So they really hoping that LBT falls apart here.
But the team they're chasing is also playing LBT this week.
Right. So. Tough.
Yeah.
This should be another good game. We're gonna potentially stream this one, hopefully, depending on my girlfriend, as mentioned before. But I really want to see this match because I really want to see Rain.
We love Rain.
Really want to see Rain. Want to see Spork.
Beef is back. This will be full
Beef
strength.
Beef is back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, beef is back on the menu, and we're eating it with Bjorks.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a huge match too, actually, because I don't know. Do you think, are they just gonna go 3-2 every season, every game, and just like go into the playoffs and then See what happens.
Yeah, well, the
Transcript
Jazz start slow again.
that.
Manchester is looking to like assert themselves as one of the top teams because they've kind of been on the outside looking in there.
Well, they can't afford a three loss week, to be honest with you, because
Yeah, they're
people
still
are
not
creeping
quite
on
in.
them. They're not. It's
But
not
they,
secure.
yeah,
So
looking good though.
no, I like Manchester's team a lot, and I
Yeah.
like the logo. It's quality stuff. Good work, team. And that's pretty much it for us. Wow. Caught me off guard. Sorry about that. So Wayne, once again, thank you for joining me. Hopefully Asdiff will be able to join us again, not because we're not having fun together, but I think he adds a more dynamic. Asdiff was out sick. In case we didn't say that at the top of this cast, we did say it at the top of the majors. He did join us. Oh, we did. We already talked about this. He did join us, but he was sounding pretty dire. We're hoping he turns the
If we
corner.
don't have him again, we may need to put an ad in for the Asdiff Foundation.
Yep, might have to order some guitars from Big Daddy Fender and see if it'll cheer him up or something. But until next time, yeah, boost long and prosper. Thank you guys for watching. We know these are marathon nights, and we appreciate you staying with us.
This was week 3 minors, week 4 preview.